Just popping in here before the episode kicks off to give a shout out to our friends over at 99 from 99. It is a podcast reviewing 99 movies from the year of 1999 in a familiar fashion that we're doing it, in the order that they came out in. One of the hosts, Michael, went on the Crooked Table podcast to give us a plug, and I thought, hey, we'll give them a plug on our show as well. So check it out, 99 from 99. It's very fun, nice short episodes for the most part. I'd recommend the Wild Wild West episode, maybe Eyes Wide Shut if you're partial for that. Check it out, there is a link in the description.
Hello and welcome to Oldie But a Goodie, the only podcast reviewing movies from 1994 in order of release. Not 1999, that's a different show.
That's another show, 99 from 99, check it out, plug.
We look at what came out in cinemas the same week the episode's going out, and we picked one to watch and review. This week, it's Fresh. Released in the Fresh week of Fresh. Watch out, we spoil the whole thing. My name's Fresh.
Oh, hi, Fresh. My name is also Fresh.
Yes.
We're both fresh.
Yeah,
we're just two.
Yeah, two freshy boys.
Oh, no. Why do I think of Post Malone when you say that?
What? I don't know.
He looks like a fresh dude.
I think he says fresh a bunch in something.
He does. I also know he doesn't wear deodorant, so
yeah,
so fresh.
Probably smells fresh. Yeah. Good on him. You know what? Post Malone, he's pretty good. I like him.
Oh, he's nice.
He makes me feel
fresh.
Just like a rock star. That's a quote from us.
That is good. That is a quote.
Top notch quality.
Good one. Oh.
Anyway, it's
fresh. Now you gave a spoiler warning.
Yes.
I would say, yeah, watch this one if you want.
Oh right, yes.
Instead of us just spoiling it all for you.
Big thing. Don't listen to this podcast.
Not if you want to watch it. This is a pretty. I thought this is great. Or just don't listen.
Yeah.
Like, look, you've already pressed played, so we've gotten the download analytics, so it's fine.
It's done. You can go now. Oh, that's
imagine if we actually meant that.
Yeah, no.
That'd be funny.
But go watch Fresh.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good movie.
You had many other choices this week.
Yep. We got like Camp Nowhere.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. We got kids tricking their parents into thinking they're at a camp.
Sounds like a very average kids
Police
camp
Academy,
film.
Mission to Moscow.
Oof.
It's the 7th.
Oof.
Wagon East, West Adventure.
Yes, the Western one. That's just
a road trip.
It's just a road trip.
Yeah, honestly, sounds better than all the other West ones because at least it's like
didn't get very good reviews.
Yeah,
it's like 12%.
Still more enjoyable. Natural Born Killers. We need to watch that at some point.
Yeah,
the bonus episode.
We'll save that one for a bonus. That one looks really good because Robert Downey Jr. is in it, and that's always a plus. Plus, he's got a full beard, and it's like, oh yes. It's also kind of funny that we had Natural Born Killers as an option because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood finally came out in Australia last week, written by Tarantino. Natural Born Killers written by Tarantino. So
so we need to do that.
That could be fun. Let's get into the film then, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay, so get this. Released August 24th, but released July, some middle point in July in 95 for Australia.
Oh.
We got this 10 months too late.
Wow.
Back then, which is amazing. But it did get a cinema release here, which is good.
We shouldn't review it.
Well,
we should wait a year until we're doing 1995.
Most of our audience is American, so...
Oh, right. We'll just pretend we're American.
Yeah. This film is written and directed by a guy called Bose Yarkin.
Oh, yeah.
He started off as writing the Punisher film from 89. He's also done Can You See Me and the Prince of Persia film.
Oh.
So... yeah, it's been around.
There you go.
Yeah.
Listening to those, I'm surprised this is a good film.
Look,
God.
Same. I know, right? It's weird that he didn't continue to make stuff of this vein. But anyway.
Yes, yeah.
It stars Sean Nelson as the main character, Fresh, whose real name is Charlie. He was 13 years old when he did this film.
I thought he was pretty good.
He's really good.
Like, he's a real good child actor, mostly because he doesn't talk half the time.
That's true.
And I can appreciate that in a child actor.
That is very true.
The best character, Chucky.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite.
I think a lot of the other kid actors were good. It's just they
Oh.
were mumbling a lot.
Right, yeah. And that also makes sense as to why there's a random part of this film where the kids are talking about, like, the Punisher
Right,
and
there
stuff.
it is.
And I'm
Because
like,
the guy wrote,
no, that makes sense now.
yeah.
That makes sense why.
That was a big part of the film as well.
Mhm.
There were like flashes of a comic and stuff
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was like this. Okay, either the director is a big fan of the Punisher, or he wrote it.
Yeah.
So
I think both.
yeah, Samuel L. Jackson is his dad, Sam. What an original name.
Yep. They really had to think about that one.
What did you think of him?
He was great.
Yeah.
He could have been any actor because he doesn't have much scenes in the
No.
movie. But they chose Samuel L. Jackson, and
Hmm.
it's Samuel L. Jackson, and he's really good.
How much time do you think it took him to film his bits?
Now you joked about this earlier, so I don't want to steal your thunder. So I'm gonna say maybe a week or two.
Wow. Okay. Or
whatever.
two. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time to do 3 scenes.
Well,
Well, not 3. He's in it for a lot. Yeah.
He has at least 4 scenes.
Yeah, he's got a few. Like his whole
You said
chest
it
thing,
took him
though.
like a day, maybe.
I think it was like 2 days, maybe.
Yeah. Came in, did the scenes, done.
And got top billing because it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
I love that he's just this guy who is so he loves chess so much, and he's just like so angry when you disrespect it.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah, no, it's great. And it's like, because he's like a drunk, deadbeat father, but he like plays chess against grandmasters to get money.
Yes.
Because he's like this chess grandmaster dude
Yeah.
who just destroys people in the time. It's all about the timed chess.
Yes.
He can't beat them when they have unlimited time because they don't have the pressure. But when the pressure of the clock's on him, he can beat anyone.
Yeah, which is really
yeah.
cool. I don't think I've ever played chess with a clock.
I have.
Okay.
It was stressful.
Yeah, I imagine that it would be,
I can
yeah.
vouch that it was very stressful, especially because I wasn't that good at chess.
Mm.
But neither was my opponent, so that was good.
That's good. Other notable cast members: Giancarlo Esposito plays Esteban, one of the drug lords in
Yep.
the film. He's been in so much, but I think people would probably recognize him most as Frigg in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. But he's very young in this. I didn't recognize him for a while, and then went, "Wait, hang on, is that him?" And then when he made that one facial expression,
Yeah.
and if you've seen those shows, you know what it is. I went, "Oh, it is," and wow, he's young and also got a mustache. Nice.
Yep.
So he was good. And finally, you've got M. Bush Wright playing Fresh's sister Nicole. She was in Blade,
Yep.
so that's cool.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So you got Blade and Punisher.
Yeah.
87% of Rotten Tomatoes, so got critical acclaim at the
87.
time.
Damn.
But it
Dang.
was marketed very badly.
Oh.
I will tell you, watch the trailer. Because they make it out to be like a cool hip-hop in the hood film. And it's not.
No, it's
This film
not.
is not that. But
Not
that's
at
what the
all.
trailer says it is.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's poor on their part.
but it was pretty cheap to make, 3.5 million.
3.5. Wow, that is very cheap. That
So,
all went to probably Samuel L. Jackson.
Probably.
Oh,
Almost definitely.
Lamau.
What do you think it made?
Cool 100 mil.
Oh, nah, you're overshooting a lot there.
Overshooting 30 mil,
No, not that much.
20 mil,
No.
10 mil,
A little lower.
8 mil.
Yes.
Yeah.
8 million.
Dollary dues.
That's still a profit.
Yeah, no, that's still
That's
a
alright.
profit. But that's unfortunate because this movie was, like, real good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty. I would say this is probably one of like top 3 films that we've done so far. I really
yeah.
enjoyed this.
That's fair.
Let's jump into the film. The Studio Canal opening sequence.
Oh, yeah, that was very weird.
That
to
was
just
so
have.
strange.
Yeah, that was like, wait, what is that? Oh, that was just there in the movie. There was no reason.
I don't really know how to explain it.
It imagine a flat plane and then they just start putting buildings in and other pieces of the scenery as the intro's sort of going by, and then they cut to like it covered in graffiti, and
Yeah.
then it's the actual real life world,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's the intro.
It's sort of like, I guess they're like setting up the stage.
Yes.
even though we never see any of those parts in the film again, really.
Yeah, but it's just like a cool intro.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no reason for it being there, but it was cool.
It was alright. I liked it.
It's where all the 3 mil budget went for special effects.
Probably.
Lamau.
The font, very simple.
Yes, I was going to say the font, pretty simple. It's just big, bold letters, fresh.
Yes.
It was a pretty fresh take.
Did you like the music? It's kind of like a westerny intro.
Yes. The music was alright. I didn't think it was like the best music ever.
No.
But it was like, it was some down-earth music. They didn't go with like hip-hoppy too much.
Not really, no.
So, yeah.
I think one of the members from the band The Police
Oh,
did the soundtrack for this.
that's funny.
Anyway, it's set in New York City, and it opens with the main character Fresh doing some visits.
Yes. And they're not legitimate visits.
Whoa.
They're illegitimate. Ooh.
Ooh, content warning for drug references all throughout this episode.
Drugs. Druggy drugs.
Yeah, we're Australians, so...
Yeah. It's like our culture. Don't appropriate it. Ooh. That hurts because it's true.
Drugs and beer.
Yeah.
VB.
Well, technically beer's like a drug because it's like...
And caffeine as well.
Yeah.
And sugar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, all of
podcasting.
which is Australian. All of which is Australian.
Yeah, I've never heard of an American podcast
Yeah,
before.
not one. Not a single one.
Go listen to 99 from 99.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's good. Yeah, so he's dealing with drugs. So
Yeah.
he's going... Right now, he's going to a couple of people collecting drugs so he can give it to someone else. He's drug running.
Yeah.
He's running some drugs. But he's a 13-year-old kid.
That's right. And everyone's like, hey, what are you doing picking up all this heroin? You're a 13 kid. And he's like, well, hurry up, kid. I gotta go to school.
Yeah, oh, it's good because he's late for school, but
Yeah.
he's got to deliver the drugs.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're a little kid. And he's like, give me the drugs or I will get you killed. And they're like, all right, here's the drugs.
Yeah.
It's great. So he picks up the drugs, he delivers the drugs.
Yep.
He then goes to school.
He's told off for being late.
Yeah, which is funny.
And his friend Chucky starts to laugh.
Oh, man.
And I wrote this down. I wrote
yeah.
down the quote. The teacher was like, is this a comedy, Chucky? You find this funny? Then we'll shut up and wipe that stupid-looking thing which you probably think is some kind of charming expression right off your face,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. Anyway.
Chucky. What a kid, though.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to lie. Chucky definitely triggered my child actor hatred.
I think maybe it was just that he didn't enunciate much. He just
Yeah.
mumbled everything.
Well, yeah. And it was like borderline, though. It was
Yeah.
borderline between natural and not.
Yeah.
Like, my child acting meter, usually it's either... At maximum, this child is reading from the script,
Yeah.
like last week's movie,
was
or
bad.
it's pretty good, like
Yeah.
the main actor in this one. But he was like just on the border where it was like occasionally blipping into both
Yeah.
of them. And
Yeah,
so it
definitely.
was, good on you, Chucky.
But Fresh has a crush, and that's important.
Yes,
For the
that's
film.
important for the film. Don't worry about it. Nothing gets shot.
He's
So,
he also has a very, very large stash of cash
yeah.
hidden near an abandoned like railroad.
Yes,
which is cool.
so we see him after he's done his rounds, he gets paid. And so he goes to...
just go.
Good job dropping your phone there. That's great for the audio quality. Perfect. Only the professional.
Only the most
I want you to
professional.
keep this in.
I am gonna keep this in.
Perfect. So,
What? Go on.
wow. So he has this like stash at an abandoned like railroad that he like takes scrap metal off, reaches down in the hole, pulls out this old tin can, and then pulls out this giant wad of cash.
A lot.
that he's constantly adding to.
Yeah.
And we'll find out later on what this is a tool that we'll use for later.
It is. The thing with this film is we went into it being like, we're going to do a shorter synopsis, like as short as possible. But there's so much in this movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think we're also introduced to his grandmother, his aunts, and a whole bunch of cousins after this as well. Which is
that's
where he
his
lives.
sort of family where he lives. They're not important at all.
Because his dad is Samuel L. Jackson, who lives in like a trailer.
Yeah, because he's a deadbeat dad.
Oh, and his sister lives with some
his
guy
sister's rather
called
important.
James, who is a drug dealer, but not really
Yeah.
too big of a deal to be a
Yes.
threat to the big bosses.
Yeah, so the sister's an important character because she's sort of stuck being like girlfriend to all these different drug dealers.
Yeah,
It's up to Fresh to try and bail her out.
that's right.
So, he then meets up with one of the drug dealers, the one
Yes, Corky, who does cocaine.
Yes.
So we got Esteban doing heroin, Corky doing cocaine, and they're both like, we're doing different things, so we work together.
And he is like, yeah, but you know how you're working for him? Why don't you just work for me and not work for him, you know? And Fresh is like, well, you only pay me for doing these separate things. He's got work that I can do, you know? There's a great scene where you have him, like, selling drugs.
Oh, yeah.
And people are trying to, like, con him because he's a child. They're like, hey, I'll buy 5 for 20. And he's like, $5 a pop or get out.
He's like, man, I'm a kid, I'm in school, 5 times 5 is 25, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He says something like that, and it's that's good.
That's great. And then the other guy, like, laughs because these guys are being wrecked by this kid.
Yeah, one of the lookouts, whose name is Jake, very important for the film. He has got a bit of a short temper, as we see in some of these scenes.
Yes, so he, Fresh goes to get paid from Jake, but Jake's currently having a big temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Fresh is like, nope, I'm gonna go straight to the man, get my money there.
And he does that, and he manages to get an extra $50 out of the boss as well.
Yeah. He's like, oi, 100 for today. It was hard work. And the boss is like, haha, you're a child, you're funny, I like you. Here's another $50.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love that. How they're like, you know what? You're going to be the man.
Yeah.
You're going to be the man.
Tells him, you're going to be the man. And he's like, well, little do you know, I may already be the man.
Yeah. It's great.
Because spoilers, he plays everyone.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Great.
Then we're introduced to Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Because Fresh goes to a park and plays a bit of chess to get a bit of cash.
Yeah. He goes up to one guy who's beating all these people and he destroys him in a competition and gets the money.
Samuel L. Jackson is great with like strategy and stuff in this game as well. I feel like I learnt something about chess while watching this. I was like, that's cool.
I wasn't paying that much attention to their game, but sure.
Well,
I mean, he talks about like some people play defensive, some people play aggressive, but he plays neither. He plays his opponent.
Yeah. And sort of like how if you threaten the queen and the player you're playing against like goes to protect the queen, you know like what sort of player you're playing against.
Yeah. If they're very protective of their queen, you put pressure on their queen constantly because then they can't play the rest of the game.
Yeah, which is interesting. I thought it was really interesting.
That was some good strategy.
I think the basketball scenes after that, right?
Yes, and so
this was full on.
They cut back to this other scene where they're playing basketball, and I mean, Chucky and Fresh are at the sidelines just talking. You know, they're at school or whatever, on the school grounds. You know, there's basketball being played. There's these kids and Jake.
Yeah,
Jake. They're playing basketball, but Jake is getting real riled up.
Really angry.
Because this kid keeps, flexing on him with his sweet basketball moves.
Because the kid is good.
Yeah, he's really good.
And Jake's not.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Fresh, he's looking over at the girls because he's a big ladies man.
Yeah,
he's a big ladies man, and he sees his crush over there. She sees him, and she like starts to walk over to him. Meanwhile, Jake is like, you know what? I'm done with this, and he pulls out a gun and just glocks the kid.
Yep.
Bang, bang.
Couple shots fired
Yeah.
into the kid,
Yep.
and then a spray one hits the girl in the throat.
Yes.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
Ooh.
graphic. And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. Did not see that one coming.
No.
Everybody, of course, runs, except Fresh, who's like, no, I'm not Crush. This is...
And he
very
goes to
sad."
try and save her, but she bleeds out.
Yeah. There's
too
nothing
early.
you can really do.
No. The
Um,
police then show up and are like, do you know anything? And he refuses to say a thing.
yeah. He
But you
ain't
can tell
seen
he's
nothing.
angry. You can tell that he's very angry.
He's very pissed. You can see him looking into the distance, plotting,
Mm.
thinking. Yeah. It's good.
Then he goes, to talk to his dad about it.
Yep.
And we've got some great Samuel L. Jackson quotes here.
Yeah.
They go back to his trailer.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you want a beer? It's all I got here to drink. It's warm too. It tastes like a tub of piss that someone farted in.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. What an image.
Yeah. It's great.
But yeah.
And then Samuel L. Jackson, he talks about all these chessboards that he has around.
Mm.
Because Fresh asks about them. And he's telling him that, nearly all of them are, chess grandmasters. This
Yeah.
is where we learn he fights all these grandmasters. He's losing a couple of them. But he's also winning a few ones.
Yeah.
And he's telling them that if he put them on the clock, he would beat all of them.
Yeah.
He's beaten all of them whenever he puts them on the clock because he puts the pressure on and they can't handle the pressure.
He's also got a game that he's been playing with himself for like
24 years.
24 years. It's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
going on and on and on.
Yeah. I remember that. It said 24 years. And I'm like, that's a long chess game.
That is a very long chess game.
Because he says every day he makes a move.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's that many moves in... I mean, I'm sure it's possible.
So Chucky, right? He's got this dog.
Yep.
And he gets the smart idea because he's like, I want to make some money.
Yep.
So Chucky's like, I'm going to enter my dog into a dog fight.
Fresh is like, that's our dog. We found it. Can you not?
Can you not get our dog killed?
Yeah, and Chucky's like, nah, I want the cash. Cash money. I'm Chucky. I get shot later.
Yeah. Wow. Spoilers.
This is a spoiler episode.
We're just... No, Chucky's great, and he's just like, I'm gonna do some dog fighting, and so he starts to train the dog. Which, by the way, the dog actor looks like a lovely animal.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
so
great.
nice.
It's such a great dog. I hope nothing gets shot later on in the movie, like everything else.
And it's just, oh dear,
Woof. Or not woof anymore
because the dog dies. Spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, you want to know what happens at the dog fight?
Yep.
Chucky
Oh,
and
yeah,
Fresh, they
yeah. Oh,
bring the
great.
dog to the dog fight, and then we just watch some dogs fight, and it's kind of full on.
Yeah, no.
It's just a bunch of dogs killing each other.
Yup.
And they filmed it.
Yep.
And it seems fairly real. It's obvious that, when, spoilers, Chucky's dog wins, which is
bam.
pretty surprising. It's obvious that when the dog wins, they replace the opponent dog with a toy.
Yeah.
But also, ooh.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they win and get money, but Fresh is like, honestly, just stop dogfighting.
I got a better job for you that earns way more money. Because Fresh is like, nah, I've had enough of this dog fighting. I want the dog to live, that sort of thing.
Does he there?
Yeah,
Who gets that?
wow.
So he brings Chucky to see Esteban, who is with his sister.
Yeah.
They walk in on them.
Oh, yeah, they walk in on having a good time.
Yep. And Esteban is like, all right, if you trust Chucky, I guess he can run with you, whatever.
This is my one quote from the movie that I will always quote,
Okay.
which is when he asks Chucky, what's I got the moves. I'd bust a move.
That was funny. And Esteban's like, get out.
Yeah. It was great. So thank you, Chucky. That's my one quote. One quote from this movie. I got the moves. I bust a move.
That just sums up Chucky's character.
Yeah.
He's got moves.
So you're welcome for that one.
And then this is where I was like, hang on, is Fresh just playing everyone?
Because this is when his plan starts to fruition.
He goes to see a guy called Hector,
Yep.
who is a cocaine supplier for Corky. And Hector's like, nah, man, I don't want to work with Corky anymore. Like, the police, they think that the shooting at the basketball court was a drug thing, and they're kind of blaming him. I don't want to get involved.
Yep. But then Fresh is like, yo, but he's looking to go big time with you, man. He's looking for some good stuff. He's got... I mean, he can't call you at the moment because his phones are all tabbed.
Yes.
And it's like, ha ha ha, see? He's playing all the sides. You can't call him
Yeah.
because his phone's tapped and
You're
all
going to
this.
get in contact with me, yeah.
But he's willing to pay up front.
Yes.
And he pulls out the wad of cash that we've seen him earning the whole time.
And he gives that to him, yeah. And then he tells him where to get the pickup.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. It's interesting that, like, he used all of his savings, because I guess, does that mean that he was saving up for this the whole time?
Yes, I think so.
You think he was?
Or something like this. I think he was saving up the money so he could pull off something like this. He didn't know exactly what. But it was for something like this.
Yeah.
And then the time arose and he had this idea and he's like, perfect.
There we
So,
go.
yeah.
I'm going to do it, yeah. Chucky's got a gun.
Yeah, so he meets up with Chucky then because Chucky's going to help him now.
Yeah.
But Chucky decides to bring 2 guns.
2 pistols.
Yes.
2 handguns, yeah.
And Fresh is like, what the... What? Chucky? What?
What
What
are
is
you
wrong
doing,
with you?
mate?
We're children.
Yeah.
Put the goddamn guns away. And Chucky's like, nah, I'm gonna keep the guns because I'm Chucky. I got the moves. I got the moves. And he's like, idiot. And he grabs one of the guns, he throws it away.
Yeah.
And then Chucky's like, what the hell, man? And Fresh tries to grab the other one, but he's like, no, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah.
So Fresh is like, yeah, whatever. Just keep watch.
Yeah. So he keeps watch as Fresh heads into an abandoned house.
Yep.
Takes up a couple of the floorboards and then sees the pickup for the cocaine. And he gets it and he swaps it out with the load of heroin that they're currently carrying for Esteban. He swaps them out and you're like, why is he doing this?
Yeah, why is he swapping the heroin and the cocaine? That doesn't make much sense yet.
And he puts it in a couple backpacks.
Yeah.
And he heads on his way. He gives one backpack to Chucky, and then he's carrying one as well.
Yeah, and he's telling Chucky, all right, if we get jumped, just drop the backpacks and run.
Yeah.
Just drop him and run.
And then they get jumped, and what does Chucky do?
Instead of dropping the backpack and run, he pulls out his gun and starts shooting.
Yep.
Which, of course, means the other guy starts shooting back.
And
Chucky, being the graceful god that he is...
he's got so many moves.
He drops his gun underneath a car. So
This is going to be one of the dumbest way to die. Let's go on.
It's so bad. He doesn't even get shot or anything. This is how he dies.
Yeah.
He drops his gun. He reaches for his gun underneath the car, and they shoot the tire, which means the car drops down on top of Chucky's hand.
Yes.
And so he's stuck. And so then Fresh tries to free him, but he can't free him, so he just runs away, and then Chuck gets shot.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know what? Good riddance. Chucky deserved it.
I mean, he was like
Yeah,
13, but also...
Yeah. He didn't have the moves.
He didn't have the moves in that one
He did not
scene.
have the moves.
Rest in peace, Chucky.
Yeah, R.I.P.
The police are like, hey, Fresh, this is the second gang-related child murder that you have been a part of. What is going on?
I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
That's pretty much what he says.
Yeah.
But the cop is like, all right, well, I'll give you my number. If anything happens, get in contact.
This is my personal number. You call me. I'll help you out. Because Chucky's dead, no one can, like, feed the dog or whatever anymore.
Yeah, we never are introduced to, like, Chucky's family or anything.
No. So, he puts down the dog. And it's a little graphic. And anybody who likes dogs is going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, because, like, he hangs the dog.
Yeah, can we not talk about it, though?
And it looks...
It looks pretty
There's a
real.
wide shot, and it looks very real.
Yeah.
It was well done, but also graphic. Pretty graphic.
So yeah, he puts down the dog, and moving on from that,
Jake shows up and is like, "Hey, I killed Chucky. Come see Corky."
Yeah.
That's basically what he says. So Fresh heads over to Corky, and he's like, "Hey man, we looked in the bag, and I know for a fact that Chucky's kind of been all around town saying that he's like working for Esteban, because of course he is, because Chucky's a loudmouth."
Yeah. That's why Fresh got him.
Yeah, exactly. Just so he could like tell everyone what he's doing. But the thing is, in Chucky's backpack was cocaine, and Esteban, he doesn't do cocaine.
But then Fresh is like, nah, he is though. That's the thing, because he wants to get on that turf.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
Yeah.
But that's my turf.
And he's like, well, that's very annoying. Either way, if you're selling for Esteban, mate, you are double-crossing me. And he's like, nah, I didn't want to do it. I was forced into it by Jake.
Yeah. It's not Esteban, it's Jake.
Yes.
And he's like, what? Jake's getting in. And Jake's like, what? Man, that ain't me. It ain't me. And then an argument ensues.
Yes.
Where like what Fresh is saying is plausible.
Sure. He's made a lot of things line up, so it seems like that is true. Yeah, which is good.
And yeah. He's lined it all up. So Jake is like, no, Fresh did all of it. Fresh did all of it. And then Fresh is like, oh yeah, where I get all that money to buy all those drugs?
Yeah. And then...
But of course he did get all the money to buy those drugs.
He saved it all up. And then Corky's like, well, all makes sense to me. I'm going to get this chain and I'm going to whip you to death.
Yep.
And he does. And you don't see anything, but you hear it. And,
it's pretty brutal.
It's pretty brutal.
Then,
Oh, yes. And then he's like, Corky's like, well, who else is involved in this? And Fresh is like, well, my sister's boyfriend, James.
Yeah.
He's probably becoming a bit of a threat. You should probably go over and see him tonight.
Yeah.
And so he sets that up.
Yeah. Then he goes to the other drug lord.
Yeah,
guy.
he goes to Esteban.
Good old Esteban.
Fresh is like, Corky's team jumped me and said, we're going to start selling heroin, and they want me to come and tell you and let you know that, it's a drug war now.
Oh, okay.
He's on your turf.
Well, see about that. I hate it. And I'm going to be very mad about this.
And Esteban's like, well, then how is he getting it? And he's like, well, it's got to be from James. You should
yes.
probably go and pay James a visit tonight.
Yes, because Corky is constantly visiting James around this time.
Yeah.
Which is when, of course, he told James to go there to meet up with James. So he's like, all right, we're gonna go and get him.
Yeah.
See if you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And of course, when they get there, they see Corky going inside, and they're like, good on you, Fresh. You're gonna be the man someday.
Yep. They say that again for the 10th time in this film.
It's great.
You're gonna be the man. I really like this scene because like Esteban's team, they go up to the building and just basically clear it completely. They get everyone inside, but you see it all from Fresh's perspective in the car.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like
it's a good way of doing it.
It's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah. You see all this like you hear all this shots and then this yelling and then they're talking. Why are you getting on my turf? Blah 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 blah. And then some more shooting and then
And then it's also like, wow, a 13-year-old kid set this all up.
Yeah.
Smart boy.
Smart boy.
So Esteban is like, all right, we've got rid of them. I'm going to go and see what your sister is up to. He tells Fresh, look, I'm going to try and work it out with her.
Because he was like, oh yeah, James is stealing your girl as well.
Yeah.
Which also made him even madder, which is why he went and murder James.
Yeah. And so he does that, and then Fresh is like, I'm going to go make a call.
So he goes and makes a phone call to what we find out later is the police.
Yes.
Then he pops into the drug lord's house and is like, yeah, I couldn't really go home.
No.
The drug lord's like, but you came here?
Why'd you come into my second apartment?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
What's going on? And then the police show up and they're like, we got a report of assault and battery.
And the guy's like, what? Do you have a warrant? And they're like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they bust in and he's like, I'm clean, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then Fresh is like, no, they're not clean. He did it. He killed James and then threatened me and my sister to keep quiet.
Yeah,
also, check
scared.
under the bed because I hid a gun and some drugs there. Well, I didn't know. I'm not actually going to tell you that I
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I did. And then they look under the bed and they're like, oh, look,
It's a
it's
very
gun.
confusing way of saying he hid the gun and drugs underneath to blame good old Escobar
Yeah.
about it. But yes, the cops look under there and like, guns and drugs, you're in trouble, Mr. Escobar. And Escobar's like, what? But I didn't put that there. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah.
And then he looks at Fresh and is like, Fresh sent me up.
You've been playing. You were the man the whole time.
Ba ba ba.
Yeah, the police arrest him, and then they promise protection for Fresh
good
and his
old
sister.
witness protection.
Yeah, and Fresh is like, well,
You got to get my sister in on this as well.
yeah, and if we're gonna go into protection, we better be far away from this area of New York, maybe in one of the nicer places.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right,
Good on you, buddy.
yep,
And then he goes visited his dad for the last time.
yeah, it's the last scene in the film.
Yeah, and we don't see him explain that it's the last time they're going to be playing chess together, but we see Fresh start to cry. And Samuel Jackson's like, what? I don't understand.
That's exactly what he does. He's like, what feelings? I didn't get that. I'm a deadbeat dad.
Yeah. And then that's where the film ends.
Yeah.
And it's a good ending.
It is a very good ending.
Yeah. Pretty good
I
film.
really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I really liked this.
I was surprised because I was like, I wasn't sure about this film, but it was quite pleasant.
Yeah.
I mean, the film wasn't. There was lots of murder and
It was
horrible
pretty
things.
It's
but
pretty dark.
But it was good to watch.
It's really well made, well acted as well.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that maybe doesn't hold up as well as it could is the soundtrack. I think.
Yeah, it was alright. I was like meh about it. It wasn't like a great soundtrack, but it wasn't the worst soundtrack.
Yeah,
It was,
definitely.
Meh.
But yeah, no, good film.
Good film.
I really enjoy this one.
Gotta give it a goodie.
Definitely a goodie from me as well.
Give it the Dead Dog Award. I mean, Dead Beat Dad Award. Yeah,
it was really
rated a goodie. I don't think it was the best film we've watched.
Definitely not.
But a very enjoyable film, and definitely one you should check out.
I would say it's high up there. I would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's very high up there.
It is interesting though that the director, he did this great movie, critical success.
Yeah.
He easily could have made a film in this vein and probably gotten an Oscar or something out of it.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
It's very
I
strange.
don't know. What do you think? Just maybe
Don't know.
it was like I could just write these bad blockbusters and make more off it than
Yeah,
write
maybe.
these smaller films.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just didn't go down that route.
No.
Who knows?
Anyway, well, let's think of a follow-up for him. It's time for our famous segment. Hey, what could be a sequel for this film? Let's discuss it.
Well, I have a sequel, and it involves him now a bit more grown up.
Okay, you're going for
And
an
he's
older
joined
Fresh.
the military.
I knew you were going to do this. I knew it. I was...
Well,
at
it's
the,
been a while.
at the end of this film, I was like, this would actually work with him joining the military. But I'll let Zach do that one.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since
It
I did
has
my
been a while.
classic military twist.
All right,
And I
so
was
what happens?
Literally, so he's grown up.
Yep.
He's done a bit of witness, but he needs the money. You know. What happens is he joins the military, and of course he has no background. The military have the high level file on him.
Yeah.
It's like this is what he was involved in, and they're like, oh, don't know about this one. Turns out military genius.
Oh, of course.
Because of course he's played all these chesses
Yeah.
and stuff, and turns out the head general dude. He's come over to scouts, and he mentions that he likes to play a bit of chess or whatever, you know. And so during the film, it's sort of not montagey, but you know, we go through the rest of the military film where you got these other cadets who learn that hey, this guy's real smart, and you got that one bully guy he just doesn't like him for some reason. Fresh sets him up to get kicked out of.
He's just, yeah.
But he also gets in trouble. So he goes to the head general. The head general's like, all right, what are you involved in this? And he's just like, bishop to e3. And he's like, what? He's like, bishop to e3. Because on the table, there's a chess set up. And it's him versus someone else. And he's like, what? It's like, that's your best move. And he's like, But then, then his rook would take my queen. And then he's like, yeah, but then you've got check in 3. And checkmate in 3. And he's like, what? Every day after this certain time, he comes in to meet with the generals. But bam, that's when the war starts.
Okay.
And then it's a war thing. They have Fresh, the general gets Fresh because Fresh is constantly beating him at chess.
Yeah.
And then they have the war thing.
Cool.
And it's like the last 20 minutes is like the war, and then they finish up the war, and he's given a whole bunch of medals.
What would you call it? Fresher? Fresher.
Refresher.
Refresher.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going for more of a spin-off. I'm going for Samuel L. Jackson's character.
That's a good one.
It is set after Fresh, though.
Yeah.
So his son's gone away. He's really buried himself in chess. He's like, that's his main thing now. He's just playing as much as
that's
possible.
What he was beforehand.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And in the film that we just saw, there is a point where he points to a magazine on his wall, and it's like, they say that's the best chess player.
Yeah.
But if I play him, I will beat him.
Yeah.
So in this film, the first ever chess tournaments, but he sees in the rules, they're not doing the timed matches. And he's got to go up against this guy that he's been training to go up against. And he's like, oh no, if it's not a timed match, I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
So he plays a few rounds with various people. He wins at first.
Yeah.
But then, when he gets to the big leagues, he starts to lose, and he's like, "This is not good. This is not good." So what he does is he comes up with a plan to go to the bosses to try and reinstate the timed rule, and he's like, "It's all this,
Yeah.
This has been here since the dawn of time. We get a chess." History lesson, that sort of stuff.
Let's do a timed match.
And they go up against each other. It's the first televised game of chess.
Great.
And he loses.
Yep.
Yeah, and Samuel Jackson loses.
Yeah.
Because of course he
that's
does.
a good twist.
Because of course he does. You got to pull
twist.
like a Rocky and have him lose the first time.
Yep.
But he's like, I can only blame myself. I got to train harder, try and do it next year.
Yep.
And then
we get 7 more Rocky.
Yes, and then we get 7 more. Samuel L. Jackson is Sam.
Yep.
The chess player.
Sam L. Jackie.
What would be a good name for it? Checkmate, I guess.
Yeah,
just call it
like
Checkmate.
That. Some chess.
Check in 5. But that wouldn't really work for any sequels. Check in 5 2.
No.
Check in 5 3.
You got Check in 6. And
Well, that's what I was thinking as well, but that would be very confusing. But anyway, those are our sequels. I think some of the best sequels.
What do you think your movie would be rated on Rotten
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes?
Would be okay. I think the sequel would get a better rating than the first one, because a lot of those sort of films do get that.
I think yours is a good 42,
43%. Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But it does make a bit of money because it's Samuel L. Jackson.
And everyone's like, oh, it's a Samuel L. Jackson movie. Oh, it's chess. And everybody who sees it's like, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think yours maybe a 65-ish.
Yeah.
It's still got the same sort of reception as the first one, just a little bit lower.
Yes, but it's a bit of a dated film, I feel.
And it doesn't make much money.
Yeah. No.
Because no one saw the first one, so...
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It makes, no money at all.
But anyway, it is
you have some random podcasters that go back and are like, hey, this film was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I think, we set out doing this podcast, but being Diamonds in the Rough. Yeah. Let's find some films no one's ever heard of and watch them. We've definitely found one here.
Fresh is definitely in the category of Diamond in the Rough, I feel.
Yeah. So there we go. That is the podcast.
Rate us on iTunes. Go to YouTube.
Yes.
Subscribe to that. Jokes It Never's On.
Our bonus episode somehow has 400 views.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Bonus battle.
Wow.
It's good stuff.
We'll do another one soon, at some point.
Go to our Instagrams.
Yes.
You're Sandro. I'm Zach 4 Adams.
Yes.
Facebook. Yes. And
we're Sandro and Zach's Oldie But a Goodie on there. And our email is oldiebutagoodypod@gmail.com. If you want to get in touch that way, message either of those two things.
Spotify. That was it.
We're on Spotify. We're on every single podcast platform.
Except SoundCloud.
SoundCloud sucks.
Yeah, got him, SoundCloud, except that's the only music app I actually use.
Really?
Funny enough. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't really listen to much.
We will probably put out a bonus episode either this week or
Listen to
next
those
week.
SoundCloud rappers. You know?
It depends. Oh, they're so fresh, all this SoundCloud
Yeah.
rappers.
Woof.
Yeah, it depends when we record it, but there might be a bonus episode coming soon.
Nice.
Because you want to watch Natural Born Killers.
Yes,
And you
I
should,
do.
because it's good.
It's good.
But I guess just got to figure out what's on for next week.
So you have like 2 choices,
Uh-oh.
which means we got some good ones.
This can't be good.
Yeah. We've got A Simple Twist of Fate. Mm-hmm. Stevie Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Is a comedy where he adopts a kid. That's pretty much it.
Oh, no. Okay,
Yeah.
we're in. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
But the other one,
Okay.
and this is a brilliant.
Is it, though?
It's called Milk Money.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Now, okay, if you've heard of this, I won't let you guess the plot of this one, but it's pretty much a bunch of kids
Yep.
pay for a sex worker who
boy.
ends up getting into a relationship with their teacher. So presumably they use their milk money to hire a sex worker.
I've heard of this.
Wow.
Because there was a list of the best movie reviews of all time, and Roger Ebert did a review for this, where the entire review is a script of the board meeting that the directors had making this film.
Nice.
Just him being like, "Why would you do this?"
Yeah.
That
Yes.
sounds terrible.
Yes.
But the other one sounds boring.
Yes.
And for the sake of the podcast,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we've got to do Milk Money, don't we?
We gotta do it. We gotta do Milk Money. This one sounds so bad.
All my choices
So
have been
bad.
so bad this month.
Yeah.
Blank Man and then Milk Money.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame you for all of these.
All right.
all your fault.
Oh dear me.
Join us for Milk Money.
You don't
the
have to
greatest
watch
film.
it. You
Yeah.
don't have to watch it to get ready
Please
for the podcast.
watch.
No, don't.
Fresh.
Watch Fresh.
Please watch Fresh and not this one.
Let's end the podcast.
With our favorite quotes. What's your favorite quote?
Oh, mine's got to be when Samuel L. Jackson
Yeah.
was like, "You want beer? That's all we got to drink. It's warm too. Tastes like a tub of piss someone did a fart in."
Well, you see, I got the moves. I got the moves.
You got the move.
People come up to me, I show them the moves. I got the moves. I bust a move.
Rest in peace, Chucky.
Yeah.
There was that scene as well when he was going around being like, "Yeah, I'm working for Esteban, so call me Chucky with an I-E, not a Y."
No. Oh, God. I hated it.
Ugh.
That was when the child acting meter was at maximum. It's just, no.
Ugh.
Stop.
All right, bye.
Bye.